Well, good morning once again, child. Hardy. Happy Friday, y'all. How y'all doing? Well, y'all, I just thought I'd come on here and holler at y'all for a minute, child. And swing my hair, girl. Child, do y'all see? Look at that ponytail. Girl. Child, my hair grew overnight, child. I had bought this stuff, y'all. And they say if you want your hair, girl, to come down to your behind, girl, like when you bend over, child, and your butt, if you want your hair, girl, to come down to the head, child, you got to use this product, girl. It's called horse grow, child. Child, No, but I'm just joking, y'all. No, y'all know damn well this ain't my hair, girl. But what I'm trying to do, y'all, is I'm trying to get myself used to wearing units only for my show. I'm not no wig wearing type girl. And y'all already know I got a bald head dome, okay? But don't be tripping off of my stuff now. Don't be talking no stuff about my hair, girl. But no, y'all, I'm trying to get myself used to wearing units. Because I done already got my cart, I took care of my cart, child, over on SMGDH, y'all. So I got some colors. Some colors, okay? The wigs, okay? Not no neutral, regular old black, brown, and honey blonde, child. We talking about some colors, child. So I'm preparing myself because I'm not a person that wear wigs on a regular basis. So I'm trying to get used to it, child. But girl, I like how that thing swing. Oh, I just put a little clip on it. But child, I just loves how that swing. And this, it didn't stay in there. So we just gonna do like this. Because I just like doing like this, y'all. All right, y'all. So let's get to the tea, child, for the day. I think I did leave a little bit of my hair out, girl. Child, look at that hair. I left my baby hair out. I think I need to do it for this side, child. Child, say it ain't so. All right, y'all. So let's get to this tea, child. I got some tea for y'all, okay? Some things that y'all might can relate to or you might know about, child. I'm telling you, it's a low down dirty shame, honey, child. I'm about to get some folks together, child, about this here, child. Nonsense, foolishness, foolery, child. All right, y'all. So let's just do this, okay? We can leave that alone. Whatever, child. Anyway, I'll pull this bad boy off because I ain't got time. Okay, I got to do what I got to do. I ain't got time for all this hair and stuff. And then the little flyaways get all in your mouth. I can't. Okay, I can't. But I got a tip for y'all. Even though I don't wear wigs a lot, I still learn stuff and I hold on to it. So when I do need the tip, I use it. And somebody said, if you want to keep those flyaways down, just take a little bit of clear gel and just, rub it on there. And it'll keep them down. Yeah, somebody told me that, and I tried that before and it worked. But I don't feel like doing that right now. Let me just move this out the way. But child, let's get to this ratchetness. And I wrote some stuff down because I ain't want to forget. Okay, honey, not scripted now, just notes. Okay, just notes. Okay. Oh, okay, all right. Shout out to notes. Okay. Anyway, child, yeah, we're going to talk about some ratchetness, child, some low down dirty shit, y'all, that men can do, child. I'm just going to tell you all about some of the stuff, that I have experienced. And when I say experience, maybe not something that I necessarily experienced like with a man, but maybe I knew of somebody who went through this experience. Some things I talk about is personal experience. Some things I talk about are things that I have seen actually happen to people that were around me. And child, I'm gonna tell you this story, child, about this low down dirty stuff, child, with these men, child, and then I'm gonna get to the women, honey, child, cause y'all are not exempt. Cause child, the truth of the matter is that women raise boys to be men. Okay, so let the truth be told, men learned the game from us. Okay, so we can't even really hate on them too much for the foul shit they doing because see, they learn from us. Damn near 90% of households is raised by what? The children are raised by what? Women. So What does that tell you? Okay, I'm not saying y'all responsible for the dirty, the low down, dirty shame stuff that men do, but I'm just saying, okay, they told me that the game was started by women, and then the men got the game from us, okay, because we do it best. And child, wait till I tell you this story about how we do it, girl. When we do it, we nasty with it, child. Oh, we raunchy with it, child. We trifling with it, child. So what had happened was, let me tell you about this man, child. And I know that this happened because, it was one of my friends back in the day when I had friends, because I don't have no friends, okay? I don't do friends, okay? No. But anyway, back in the day, child, I had this friend. She was my girlfriend. Not my girlfriend like, like we fucking. I mean, like, I ain't never had a girlfriend, okay? Because I don't want no girlfriend, okay? So anyway, but this wasn't the girl that I had fucked or nothing like that. But anyway, well, anyway, so what happened was, okay, so she was dating this guy, right? And the guy had a girl, okay? You might as well say common law marriage because he had been with the girl for a while, okay? He wasn't like officially married, like they didn't actually, do the paperwork type thing for marriage, but they had been together like over 7 years. So they consider that common law marriage if you with somebody over 7 years, at least in Maryland, as they say, if you've been with somebody over, I think it's over 7 years. If I'm wrong, I stand to be corrected. But I think it's if you with somebody for at least 7 years, they consider that common law marriage. Well, anyway, he had been with her for at least 7 years or more. And child. Okay, so they had a few kids, but she was pregnant, and she went so my girlfriend was seeing him like on the side. So the girl had went into labor and everything, and she was in the hospital and everything, having to be in labor. You know how you be in labor before you actually give birth. Y'all know about all that. Why this Negro, okay, aka man, was sitting in the room with the girl while she was, laboring, trying to have their baby, texting and talking to my girlfriend. And like I said, not my girlfriend, like, like my friend, how you call, oh, my girlfriend and I went shopping, not like your real girlfriend, but your female friend, that, you was hanging with, one of your besties or whatever. Yeah, she said, girl, he don't care nothing about her, girl. He talked to me the whole time she was in labor, child. I heard her while she was in pain and everything, because he was on the phone with me. And when he wasn't on the phone, we was texting. And then when he wanted me to call him, girl, he would tell me call him, and he would go in the hallway or say he going to go get something to eat, while she was in labor. And he said, well, I'm going to go get something to eat. And he was talking to my girlfriend while his girl was in labor, having their baby. Say it ain't so, child. I mean, that's just whoa, child. And child, let me tell you about another story, child. Now, this ain't no big time story. I'm not no big time storyteller, okay? But I do know about some stories that happened, child. Well, it's not really a story. I'm just basically right now. That was the big story. But just to let you know how low down, dirty men can be, child. And then you got the men who will actually bring their side chick to the house. Like, and screw them in the bed that they share with their girl or their wife. They will screw them in the bed. Child, I do have a story. Let me tell you this about this situation, because I told y'all, I have a past, and I'm not bragging. I'm not proud of my past. Y'all already know about the story about how I had a past. I'm not proud of it. I did some shit. I did some foul shit, But anywho, at the time when I was dating somebody else's man, okay, child, why that nigga was trying to get me to come over to their house while she wasn't home. I was like, really, sir? Like, now I ain't go, because I'm sorry. I mean, I done some low down dirty shit, okay? I ain't gonna lie. But that I'm not going in your house, okay? I'm not going in no other woman's bedroom, house. I'm not doing that, okay? I'm just not, okay? I mean, I'm sorry, okay? Yeah, so anywho, but yeah, he tried to, like, men will screw their side chick And in their house, in the home, in the bed that they share with their girl or their wife. Wow, that's deep right there, child. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. And then I'm starting to think about some other bullshit. Dealing with men. I knew this guy. Okay, he was related to somebody that I was dating. And he was what they called a man whore, okay? Slept with all kinds of girls. He was a man whore. And he had all these different girls, that he dealt with. Like I said, he was a man whore. Why? Okay, he was the guy that I was dating. It was his relative. And he told him, man, I'm getting ready to screw about 6 girls today, okay? Because he had a lot of different girls. He literally put all these condoms in his little whatever bag he was taking with him to go. And he literally went to 6 different women's houses and screwed all 6 of those women in the same day. And I was like, wow. And all of these women thought that they were the main woman. Like they thought they were the only woman. Like they didn't know that he had just left her house and screwed her. And like if you was the 5th woman on the list, you ain't know that 4 times earlier today he had screwed, 4 different women. And then some men will screw a woman with no condom, won't wash the shit off, and will go to the next woman or his main woman and screw her with all that shit going on his thing. Like, that's just nasty. It's nasty ass bastards. Okay? I'm just saying, okay, they real nasty. And then, child, don't talk about skid marks, okay? I mean, I used to date this guy one time, child, and he had a skid mark problem, okay? Now, granted, I was young. I was about 19 years old because, child, don't come at me with no skid. I'm 46 years grown, child, and I can't deal with no man that got skid mark problems. Okay, I'm just here to tell you, I can't, I just can't. Okay, but let me tell you how. Okay, so let me clue y'all in on something that I didn't know. Somebody had taught me. Somebody had got me together. No, but they say that the reason why men have skid marks, for those who have them, is because, think about it, women wipe themselves all day long. Okay, if you wipe yourself properly, or if you was taught the correct way, and if you wipe yourself properly, you actually wipe your behind every time you sit on the toilet, whether you do the number 2 or not. If you go pee, you automatically, if you're wiping correctly, you going from the front to the back. And I don't mean just to the back of the coochie, the end of that. You going all the way to the back, because me personally, when I pee, sometimes it gets wet in my behind. Might be TMI, but I'm just trying to help somebody. Wiping from the front to the back, and you wipe your behind. So women wipe themselves a lot throughout the course of a day. Okay? Men, on the other hand, if they only go to the bathroom and do a bowel movement once a day, that's the only time they wipe in their butt. Because what they do, they stand up and they pee and they go, wash their hands, I hope, and go about their business. So they're not touching their behind anymore after they done had that bowel movement that morning. If they don't have no more bowel movement that day, then their butt, that's it. So if they don't properly clean their behind that morning when they have that bowel movement, and they just go throughout their day, they not wiping their butt at no other time. And so they end up getting skid marks. So now I know of a few guys that have said, these are some of the different things that some guys did. Some guys say, I knew a guy way back when. He was the son of my daughter's babysitter. Way back when my baby was born, I had a babysitter. And she had a son. And he was a little bit older than I was. And she said that her son, he didn't play that. Whenever he would have a bowel movement, he would automatically take off all his clothes and get right in the tub. Like, some people just can't deal with that. But yeah, and most men don't do that. And I'm not saying your man ain't clean if he don't do that. But this guy, this lady's son, it didn't matter. He could have just got out the tub. If he go and have a bowel movement, he take all his clothes off and get right in the tub. Like that's just, that's just how he did it. And then I knew of this other guy who said that you know, when he have a bowel movement, he take a napkin or a paper towel and put it in between his crack. You know, he wipe himself as good as he can, and then he put like a napkin or paper towel in between there just in case any residue or whatever. I mean, this might be TMI, might sound kind of nasty, but some women don't know. Some young women don't know why, because I didn't know why. I'm like, why do men have skid marks? Like, that is just nasty. What, they don't wipe themselves when they poop? They don't wipe themselves as much as women do all throughout the day. So anyway, this one guy say he take paper towels and put it in. And